Well, Frank, it is a beautiful day for some baseball. We're here at UNF as the Ospreys. They host the Florida Gators. But first, let's talk about the biggest news in college sports. The CFP is going to be expanding 5+7 model. How do you like this one?
Well, they got it right. They were going to do 6+6 when there were 5 Power 5 conferences. Now there's 4 Power 4 conferences, so it's now 5 automatic qualifiers. They got it right. That ensures all 4 big conference champions will get in, and 1 group of 5 champion will get in as well. I think they've got it right. Here's what to look for. There's going to be a bunch of SEC teams in this thing and probably a bunch of Big Ten teams. I'd be surprised, Alessandra, if we ever have a year with fewer than 3 SEC teams among the 12, and probably 4 a lot of years. They probably won't do 5 because they'll push back, but I'll bet you see 3 and 4 a lot of the years.
Well, let's talk about March Madness, which is just about a month away. Florida State, they're still trying to get to that, round of 68. Where do you think they are right now? Let's start with Florida.
Yeah, it's Florida, I think, is going to be in the tournament. They're like 28 in the net now. They've really come on. They've won 7 of their last 8 games. He's found something. This guard combination of Zion Pullen and Walter Clayton Jr. might be the best guard combination Florida's ever had, or certainly among the good. They've had a lot of good ones, certainly among those really good ones that they've had. I think Florida's going to get to the tournament. Once you're in the tournament, you've got to play night after night, every 2 days. I don't know if they're going to get deep, but I like this Florida team. Big game tomorrow night, by the way, because tomorrow night they play at Alabama, who has one of the best, maybe the best offense in the country and one of the better teams. The
Seminoles now, what do they need to progress on as they try to make it to March Madness?
Probably going to need to win the tournament. They're probably going to need to win the ACC tournament. Started out slow, got on a little run there. They started 5-1 in the ACC, and it looked like maybe Leonard Hamilton's team had found itself, but have really struggled since then. They're going to have to win the tournament. This is a down year, and at some point, FSU's got to think about Leonard Hamilton. He's 75. He's a fantastic coach. He's done a great job there. Been there a long time, but right now they don't have a great team. I think they're disappointed in what they've become. Remember, all the transition that happens in college athletics right now, tough go for the Noles. They would have to win the tournament to get into the field of 68, I think.
UNF hosting Florida here, baseball season finally kicking off this past weekend. Let's talk about the 4 quick teams in our area. First, let's talk about the host team today, UNF. What do you like about their? I know you just talked to Joe Mercadante.
Yeah, he loves his team. It's a lot of newness now. When in the age of the portal, sometimes when you're not a Power 4 or Power 5 program, your good players leave. Alex Lodies, who was such a good shortstop here last year, is now at Florida State. So Joe's got to learn his team. He's got a couple guys hurt. Cherokee Nichols is a really good player, the best offensive player on this team.
Hey, Florida coming back. Maybe they can actually win it this time.
Yeah, Florida, by the way, lost over the weekend. They're 0-1. They're ranked 3rd in the country, but they come in here 0-1, so they're not going to be very happy about this game. But Florida's got a good team. They almost won it a year ago. Sully likes his team. Got a lot of guys back. Got Jack Caglione, the most talked about player in college baseball, a hitter and a pitcher. He'll pitch on Sundays for them, but he's going to hit tonight, and they really love what they've got. That's a good team in Gainesville.
Across town, JU hosting Florida State. Let's talk about the Dolphins first.
JU got off to a great start. They won 2 games against a pretty good Cincinnati program. They came back to win. They're going to be good offensively. They're going to score a lot of runs. They've got Evan Kress, who's one of the best young pitchers in college baseball. He had some offers to leave, but he didn't. JU found a way to keep this young freshman, now a sophomore there. That'll really help them. He's very good. JU plays FSU tonight, so obviously we'll learn a little bit more about the Dolphins.
And finally, the Seminoles.
What a great start. They won 11-0. Isn't that perfect? 11. For people that don't know, we lost Mike Martin, one of the most legendary baseball coaches around. He passed away recently. He wore number 11, and he was known as 11, not 1-1. They called him 11. They scored 11 runs in the first game to beat Butler. They won 2 games. They play FSU or JU tonight. It's going to be fun to watch the Seminoles. It really is.
And Jamal will have highlights tonight at 10 and 11 from both JU and UNF games. Frank, thank you so much. As we're back with Campus Corner, that's your look at sports.